We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Cougars. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Carson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
It's a gain of
huge play that time for the Colts. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down.
And Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Murray. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Josh Lambo.
A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now to win the game.
Brings up on
second down now. It's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Carson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Murray's pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you're playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in New York? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions, eh?
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted by
the to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions.
37
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Indianapolis. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
His kick is good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now, 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? 69. Change alert. Change alert. Here we go.
Going for the deep ball. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
This is Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
4 yards to pick up, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head. A one-handed catch to pick up the 1st.
Behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts' 5-yard line.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
To the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Tight down.
They'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Murray's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he'll hear this. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time.
Colts.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. You can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Get him, get him, get him. Let's go, boys, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And
Josh
the Colts strike
Lambo
quickly here for 6 points. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm here all day. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for
the Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
I love your description because...
they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. He's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. This is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The 2nd half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's got a first down past the 30. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up past the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
21.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. Now, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Escaping the pressure right. Given 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Goes right side.
That ties the game.
He's got it.
21
So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Colts.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Made at the 36-yard
Give him 3
line.
on first down.
A 3-yard
It'll
pickup.
set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one incomplete.
Murray's
Too much
pass.
contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete.
Murray's
and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now a handoff working right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the
good run on 1st down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and short, he'll try and pick it up through the air. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First and 10
That's a
at
play
the
that likely be
45-yard
forgotten when you
line.
talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 11. He's going to air one out. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. It was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
With the score.
Back now here on EA Sports.
21.
It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of
tight
4.
game like this.
And it's
such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. Before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Carson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
The Colts first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all these old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down by
calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 33 in the first.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Dillon now on 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They scored.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's
a good pickup there at 22. Two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Carson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
36, Colts 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. Pour out one for the safe blood till there's nothing left. When I'm one to the bed until we all up in buckets. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That's complete to Mooney. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
To throw is Murray. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Colts.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
Second down.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Murray from midfield. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And it's third down.
Murray to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that's a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
36.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.